Hi everyone. So it's Tuesday, about February 3rd, Tuesday about 5 to 2, somewhere in there. And so I have a few comments I wanted to address about how I shuffle, and I'll do that. But I'm also putting the intention into the cards while I do this, asking for the truth about Brenda's question, which is if I could look at March 12th for the orange baboon. So what I do first is, when I shuffle is, or when I prepare, I do all this off camera, and then by the time you guys get to me, I'm like this, because it centers me. But anyway, first I get the cards all in the upright position, which they are, and then I do like this. Okay, so I do three shuffles this way. Unless if I'm doing a live, it makes too much noise with the speakers, especially if I'm on a, collaborating with somebody. So in the live streams, I go this way. Okay, a lot of people shuffle this way and just kind of toss the cards. Can do that too, and they just kind of progress forward. I like to go back and forth because I have 4 planets in my south node in Cancer, so I'm really crabby. I go back and forth. So okay, so that's pretty much how that goes. Then here's how I allow for reversals. I got guidance a long time ago to use 16 reversed cards. So what I do is I create 8 piles, little piles, and it usually doesn't come out exactly right, and I have to go like this. It's just, yeah, it's a little, that's the part that's a little tricky. Yeah, that feels about right. I just try to get them even. And then I take one pile and I turn top one around, and somewhere in the middle turn that one around, set it back down. I do that for each pile. So, is anybody bored yet? Do you see why I do this? Meanwhile, I'm setting the intention to get to the truth about March 12th for the orange baboon. What's going to be happening for him? March 12th. And before I start, I always do a little meditation and get really grounded, and I set my, I do my prayers for only the truth. Okay, so then I go like this, and then, just pick up a few other piles, and I try to I just go where I'm kind of led, like that. Then, by the time usually what I do is usually turn the camera on, and then you guys see me doing this. Let me put this here, because if my camera doesn't have anything to focus on, it goes all blurry. So it looks to some people like the cards are just going back and forth. They're the same cards, but here I'm going to go this way and turn myself kind of sideways, and you can see that these are going to the back. Get it? Okay? But I'm not feeling very grounded and balanced when I'm like this, sideways, so that you can see that it's the same motion that other people do when they do this. Somehow, right? You get it? Okay. Now I'm going to let all that frustration go. Get into Trump world. Oh, wait, I have to show you guys something first. My friends, Melissa and Marie, sent me a Trump in jail. It's kind of, there's all the glare, but I don't know if you can see in there. He's got his middle finger out. I didn't want to take him out of the jail to show you, but yeah, we could. This is where we want him, right? Here's the orange baboon in jail. How you like that? Oh, and on the back, it's idealistic, it's wonderful, it's a beautiful thing. And we've got the handcuffs. Thank you for that, Melissa and Marie. Okay. So the cards are moving around. We can see they're going to the back. Here's how I could prove it. There's the Hierophant. There's the Nine of Wands reversed. There's the King of Cups. Anybody else bored yet? Oh, God. I hope I've answered everybody's questions about how I shuffle. And then the other weird thing that I do is I don't set them here and then turn them over, or set them anywhere and turn them over. I just flip the friggin' deck over and, oh, it's time to start the reading. Okay? So, March 12th for Donald John Trump. I have a feeling this is his relationship will hit him and, you know, Captain Kid Ketamine, Mr. KKK. The both of them are, you know, fully Nazi KKK. We know who they are. All right. So his world is going to be blowing up. There is something on March 12th. I don't know who pegged that date. I'll have to look at his astrology later. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys. I'm switching up my daily. I do a collective tarot, which is for you guys, but I'm also adding a political astro starting tomorrow. That video's uploading already. And because I can set the chart for Washington, D.C., and I can see what's going on in Washington, D.C., okay? And then I'll do of course, the political tarot as needed. So, anywho, somebody's world is blown up. There's a breakdown. There's some kind of upheaval. There's a big change. Okay? I think that's probably about where to put it. His challenge is the High Priestess reversed. So that tells me people aren't keeping quiet. Somebody's talking. Wonder who that might be. There's a hidden agenda that comes out, and they're having trouble. Major long-term vision trouble. What's below him that he has some control over, this is probably, he thinks he's into his, well, with Doge. Somebody said it really stands for douchebag. Or douche. Yeah, let's just call it douche. The douche plan, and this is partly them just working on Project 2025. Well, I'd rather like to see them in prison making license plates, but this is them trying to be efficient, or this is their ploy. This is where they're coming from, and they do have control because Trump gave him some keys to get in there, and I don't think they're going to get away with it. I really don't. I get financial ruin, and health-wise, the orange baboon is pretty much gone. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is stealing. This is his stealthy, sneaking into the camp and getting, trying to get what he wants and get his data. Oh yeah, and I heard something else. Hold on, I wrote it down. Oh yeah. I heard there was a short that popped up, and it had to do with shares of H&R Block and TurboTax plummeted after news that Doge is thinking of creating a new app, a new tax filing app. And I'm wondering, I saw that and I'm like, yeah, Elon Musk with a tax, like you can file your taxes online with his app. Would you feel good about that? Nah. But then I started thinking maybe that's one of his reasons for wanting to, sell all of our, or get a hold of all of our personal data so that he can try to, I don't know, maybe farm some more, he can spam us. All that kind of crap. They have your email and your phone number and stuff like that. What's hanging over the orange baboon is somebody's having a little hissy fit. Remember what Chrissy Teigen called Trump? The acronyms are PAB. I would call him way worse than that. Or let's be kind to the feminine and just call it wimpy ass bitch, right? Because that's what she meant. And so anyway, with the Knight of Cups reversed, they don't have any control, or Trump actually. The orange baboon does not have any control over the double sun sign sun plus another planet. I don't know. I have to do his astrology one of these days. This is Elon Musk's emotional and so emotional reactions plus his inability to keep his shit together because he just can't, right? This is somebody who's jealous. This is somebody who is unrealistic. This guy's a fraud riding into town, with the whatever. And this is somebody who's really moody. And, all the cups can be drinking, drugs, mood altering. When it's reversed, it's really bad. His near future is, I don't know, some enthusiastic... I don't know. What's he looking up there at? I mean, pages are messengers. It's usually enthusiasm, but maybe he's thinking of looking in a different direction because his world's blowing up, and we know it's because of Elon Musk and the steal into all of the. It turns out it's. We don't know for sure if they got into or they are even trying to get into Social Security. It could be. I mean, that's what they're really afraid of, but it could be that it's just all of the government, which is bad enough, but all the government's personal data. So we'll see. But I like these people falling out of that tower myself. Okay. What are they attracting internally? Well, they're wanting money. They're wanting everybody's money. They're wanting to get in. I mean, that's this is Trump. He's attracting money, people who will buy him off. And this is also, Lori taught me over at the Way of Positive Change that this is one of those family crest cards. And remember how oh God, he's such an idiot. Rachel Maddow had it on her show twice about how he stole the family crest. Actually, maybe I can bring this down a little so you guys can see. There we go. So that way you can see the artwork a little bit better. He stole the family crest that was left at Mar-a-Lago because they kind of just left it there. So he doesn't, like the thing that says Trump with a crest, he's friggin' stole it because that's who he is. This is interesting. Externally, Trump is trying to, or he's got families. Well, you know what? This could be him just trying to, that's what it is. Internally, he's attracting enrichment by people who are, I'm going to call this the evangelical Taliban and the happy family, all of that, and but really, what about the women, kind of a thing. That's who he's attracting. His perfect. His long distance. I don't read this position. I changed not the middle. Well, actually, I changed a little. A lot of people call this one down here what they're sitting in. And I always call this one the forces in motion. Usually there'll be situation, challenge. I do forces in motion, challenge, and what they have control over, and then what they don't have control over. So Trump has no control over Elon Musk, and I think he's looking for something better because this is all a headache and things are blowing up, right? Just to summarize. And then, it's going to be the friggin' longest Celtic cross I've ever done. But anyway, so he's attracting more of the evangelical Taliban kind of cash, but then Long term, I changed this from hopes and fears to long term, distance, long distance, more than just the outcome. What we have here is justice. So he is going to have legal problems coming after him. This is his some karmic justice. This is our needing to have balance in the government. This is the cause and effect of this is his, karmic cause and effect of the consequences of what he's done in the past. It's why we have the tower opening up, okay? And then the outcome for March 12th, because remember, this is all March 12th. March 12th, we've got the King of Swords. This is not a corrupt tyrannical king. This is definitely a legal. This is somebody. This is like Jamie Raskin, Ron Wyden, Jerry Nadler. All the men. Now we could include the women as well, but this is legal. This is major legal problems. This is a strategy. A legal court case is what's going on here. If I were to keep going, it has to do with money probably being taken, money being lost actually, because with the Nine of Pentacles, he goes into debt. Then let's look and see what was on the other. Oh, it's the same card as we had for his weekly. That's interesting. The greedy tyrant who's in major debt. That is what's going to affect him, and he's going to be holding on for dear life. And maybe this happens before, or maybe it's a little after March 12th. I mean, who wants to wait a whole month for this? But didn't we have the tower in his other reading? I think we did, and I think it was in the past. I don't know. I'm just going to stop and get this uploaded. Send you big hugs as always. If anyone has any other questions about how I read tarot, since I've been doing it since 1995, and how I've evolved my, process, and any of my other spiritual process, you can book a spiritual mentorship reading with me. Okay? Thank you.